Hi, hello. What's up? Hi, hey. How are we doing? Should I check my teeth? I just put on like lip gloss, but it's this kind of lip gloss that likes to act like lipstick and get on your teeth, but it's fine. We're all friends here. If you guys can see the lipstick on my teeth, it's fine. Hey, hi, hello. What's up? How are we doing? Welcome to our writing sprints. Oh my goodness, let me know what you're working on. If you're here live, you might be catching the replay, and if you are, let me know what you're here working on tonight as well, because you're also sitting down to get some words in. I'm excited for you. But for us who are here live, welcome. I am actually almost done with my chapter. I probably have about a paragraph left in this chapter that I need to write, and then I go back from the top, read it through. Then once that looks all good and I like it, I'll plug it into for writing aid, and then we move on from there. So lovely, but I feel good. This chapter was short, so I'm glad that I finished it. But after this, the next one is one that gets made from scratch. I think so. Hang on, I also lost my spot. Shoot. I lost my spot because I jumped down to look at something else, but I'll find it later. What are we doing today? How are we doing? Welcome in. Who's just got the live open, chilling in the chat, writing and doom scrolling something else? Oh, I'm glad you were prepared. You weren't gonna forget. I love that for you. Good evening. Hey, hello. Hey, hi, hello. I'm glad you guys can make it. Hopefully we all kind of crush what we want to get done tonight. Hopefully it feels productive, and we keep going. We get good momentum. I actually am thinking about making me a cup of coffee, even though that's gonna be my third one for the day, just because I'm feeling a little tired. I don't know. I just feel like I could use the pick me up. And I don't know. I really kind of have to be awake late tonight just because I have to get a good chunk in. Once I finish this draft, I would really love to finish one more draft chapter. Once I finish this chapter, I'd really love to finish one more. To be on target, I think I have to write about almost 2 chapters a day, or work on almost 2 chapters a day. So I talked about it today on Patreon. I have 6, was it 6? 6 or 7 chapters that actually have to be made from scratch of what I got in my draft so far. So we've got work to do before the end of the month. That's my original game plan. Crazy. But currently, for a little bit of cheer, we just hit 200 pages. We are at 56,058 words. So yeah, I'm happy with it. But still got a lot to do. Hello. Unfortunately, today is a school work day. Hopefully it's not too hard, though. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Hopefully it's something too, hopefully it's not. Sorry, my ice machine is making a strange sound. Hopefully it's something too, that requires too much brain power. Today my family played pickleball. We weren't very good, but it was fun. Well, glad it was fun. Can you hear that too? I should go turn it off. I'll turn it off. If it can just hang out, I will turn it off in the next sprint. Last time, I mentioned it earlier, but last time it screamed. So as long as it doesn't scream, I can just ignore it. But working on my brother's best friend project today. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I look very pale. Go Sarah. Is she a Cullen? Is she? Who knows? I've been working on writing stuff this afternoon. Well, lovely. How are you feeling about it so far? How are you feeling about your progress? You feeling good about it? I hope so. Finishing up a spicy scene. I can't wait for it to be done. A spicy scene. Oh, I filled in that gap myself. Wow, I love that for me. But can't wait for it to be done. How much more spice you gotta go in that scene? How much of that scene do you think you have left? That's funny. Are you working on your new notebook tonight? I am. Yes. And it's funny. Yeah, I'm on draft 3 and I still have 6 chapters I have to write from scratch. I know. But it is because I am somebody who never writes my endings. For some reason, I can never write my endings. So, draft 2 had 6 chapters, 5 chapters that I'm like, just did bullet points of what I knew needed to happen, but I just didn't bother to write it. So I was like, oh, it's a problem for editing, Sarah. Yeah, I do that a lot, you know. I do that. I put a lot of problems off on editing Sarah, and editing Sarah resents drafting Sarah for it. Been working on my story yesterday at work as I was mopping one of the classrooms of a publishing company called The Author House called me, but I couldn't pick it up. Well, yay for working on your story. Exciting about a company calling you. Interesting. Make sure you do some research. Make sure it's legit. But if so, amazing. Also, if any PSA to anybody reaches out to you offering to publish your book, don't ever pay them. Don't pay them to publish your book because that's not a thing. That is a not good thing. Yes. My uncle actually, he published one of his books through a vanity press like that. Not good. So don't do it. Don't pay someone like that. Anyway, moving on. Trying to finish the book I'm reading. I think about 20 pages left and hoping to write way too many words in this sprint. Right, because you said earlier you were hoping for a 10K day. If you dictate, I think you got it. You crush dictation. You do. I've written 2K in a creature feature so far and did a little bit of editing in another project, so it's been a productive day. An absolutely productive day. Holy cow. Love that for you. Great job, my friend. I'm glad I'm here. Glad you're here. Just vibing. Because once in my life I have nothing with a deadline that I have to work on. Oh, that feels good, right? Oh, I love that. Yay for vibing. Too much, Sarah. I'm over it. Friend, I'm so sorry. I'm realistically about 1.5K left. Oh, hopefully it goes by fast. You know, hopefully in this sprint, once you start writing the spice just kind of like keeps going, and it's easy. I'm so sorry because there's nothing worse than being stuck on a scene that you're just like, please make it end. You know, there's nothing worse. Spice or no spice, there's nothing worse than a scene that you're just like, this is like pulling teeth. It might not be pulling teeth to read, but to write, sometimes it just is like, I can't do it. Hence why my last 6 chapters are all bullet points. So I understand you. I'm also doing the parent story for chapters 1 through 3, and chapters 4 through 6 are for my 3 main characters. Very fun. I don't know if I can pronounce those, but very fun. Love it. I also wrote about almost 2,000 words this week. Awesome, Hannah. Spent today outlining in character profiles, so I'm going to start drafting. Fun, Victoria. Fun. I'm excited for you. I'm excited to hear how it goes. I can't believe we're at the bottom of the comments already. I feel like I was actually just talking to my vlog about this. I feel like my views, for some reason, like my reach to stuff isn't as wide as it used to be. Like, I almost wonder if like my videos are still getting pushed to subscription boxes because like my YouTube videos are down. I feel like we get a whole lot less viewers here. That could be because I, scheduled the stream like 4 hours before it was supposed to start. So that could be it too. But I feel like everywhere, Instagram, I feel like my posts don't go out to as many people anymore. It's just like all around me, I feel like the numbers are going lower, just like impressions wise. It's so strange. And I know like it's one of those things that sometimes you have lows, sometimes, but I'm just like everything right now is low. It's so bizarre. So bizarre. Mood. I also bullet point when I outline a chapter. Yeah, and it's just helpful. To keep chugging along when you outline. I feel like when I get to the chapters, when it's time to write them, it's gonna go by well because I bullet pointed them and I also outlined them pretty well in my notebook when I did my outlining diaries. But I had gotten to that point in drafting for draft 2 where I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. And like there was so much I needed to fix in the beginning that I'm like, to write the ending would be strange because so much needs to be fixed, but changed. But I don't know. I feel like my neck feels swollen. Oh, I better not be getting sick. I can't wait to watch your video where you show us how to do outlining update because I need to help on how to. It's gonna be a while, I'm afraid, but I plan for it to be good though. So like, even though we might have to wait for a little bit, I'm gonna put my all into it. It's gonna be great, but it's not gonna be until I have time to outline the new book series, and like that book series isn't coming until next year. So it's just like, so maybe summer. Maybe summer. Brenda's also coming over to read what I've written so far. Fun, Hannah. Hopefully they enjoy it. There was a weird period where I wasn't getting any notifications of your new vlogs, and now it's back. No idea what happened. Strange. I feel like YouTube sometimes just does that. You know, it's so bizarre. Like when Stray Kids posts videos, like I have their bell notifications on, and sometimes I'll get notifications, sometimes I won't. But like more often than not, I won't, and it's just like, okay. It's just annoying. Or sometimes things they don't show up in my subscription feed, but if I refresh and go back like a little bit later, then I'll see it in the subscription feed. So it's just strange. I haven't been in a watching and engaging mood lately. I think the state of the world has been waiting pretty heavily on my ability to enjoy entertainment. I get ya. It definitely makes sense to me. Brain tears are so. Don't even get me started. So good, right? So good. Like all of the songs on that little mini album, it's called a digital single, but like there's 5 songs on it, so I don't really understand why it's single. So good. For anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, it's Stray Kids, of course. So good. I was actually shocked that I liked all of them so much, because like, I don't know, sometimes you like a song and like one song is just like, it's okay, I enjoy it, but like it's not probably gonna go on my playlist. Like, you know, sometimes that happens. I like them all. For all 4 of the little duos, all 4 of the units. So good. Hannah, you're look at you. I'm telling you, don't get me started, because then we won't be sprinting. We will be mistyping the timer so it's not pulling up. Lord. Okay, timer. Yeah, share the screen. Present. Share screen. 25 minutes. Boom. For our first sprint. We're going to do well. We're going to do really, really well. I believe in... Oh, wrong button. That's so funny. I meant to do full screen on that page, but I came back to StreamYard off of the Google tab where the timer was on. Came back to StreamYard. Took it off the screen. Yeah, wow. There we go. That's what we meant to do. And yay, Jade is here just in time. Yay! Yes, 25 minutes on the clock. You're going to do great. I hope so. I might make me a coffee, like I mentioned. I got to finish my water, and then we'll see what I decide to do. But 25 minutes on the clock. Best of luck. Check in with you then. 3, 2, 1. We've got this. All right. How did we do? Just in case you don't know, you didn't do it yet. If you want to hit the like button, it does help a little bit, I think. Oh, sorry if I'm shouting. But if you don't want to, okay, it's okay. But how'd we do? Because I know sometimes that screws up. Like if you have videos that if your like list is more curated than that. Anyway, how'd we do? We got to page 4 of 7. Just a short chapter, which we love. 4 of 7. I'm not loving how I have this dialogue. I feel like it needs more of my reread. That's what I'm talking about. Of my reread. Because I finished writing the chapter. Went back from the beginning. Began reading down. So, I feel like this section needs just a little more oomph because we've been kind of using this character for the majority of the book, and now we are at the midpoint and this character is coming into play, and I feel like my main character, her reaction's there, but it's also kind of lacking, so I think we need a little bit more oomph. But yeah, I think I need to turn up the heater too because my fingers are freezing. There I was. Okay. Hit 9,534 words. Awesome job. Or 8,534 words. Awesome job. Great job. Either way, great job. 489. Epic. Great job. I read back my last chapter and prep for the next, so 0 with progress. Yes, still progress. Still important to reorient yourself. So very, very nice. Very nice. Finished reading my book, took some time to emotionally recover from the ending, and then dictated 1K rough words. So do you, like, emotionally recover? Do you feel, like, satisfied with it, or do you feel like it could have been done better, too? Curious. Editing, not writing, but got about a page done. Awesome job. Great job. Need my co-hosting form for April and send that out. Beautiful. Great job, Sarah. Almost done with my notes for class. Yay. Did you mention what class was for? I can't remember. I got about 400 words there, but had to leave at the 6-minute mark. Well, 400 words is really, really good. Great job. I didn't write the sprint. I made myself some coffee, ate dinner, watched Alchemy of Souls. So good. Are you watching it for the first time, or are you rewatching? Curious. I'm gonna start officially writing the next sprint. I also almost got up to make coffee at one point. I don't know if hopefully nobody was watching because like you're supposed to be working. But I got up, threw my blanket off, and I'm like, I got 9 minutes. I only have 9 minutes to chug my coffee. I'm like, we'll wait till the next sprint. So I will drink it in my next sprint. So my fingers are freezing. They're so cold. It feels like I'm back out in my shed for how cold I get, like how cold my fingers get. But do you want to send me a guess? I haven't said. Honestly, I feel like my schedule is so chaotic. It's really hard to line it up with anyone's schedule other than my own right now. But thank you for thinking of me because it would be fun. But it's right now things are just hard to like line up. You know, with everything. I'm doing so much right now, and I feel like for at least until this book comes out, it's probably best not to make any commitments outside of what I can let myself down for. You know what I mean? I can't let other people down, but I can cancel myself here if I need to. Do you know what I mean? So, but I really appreciate you thinking of me because it would be really fun. And it's been so long, gosh, so long. But working on my dissertation or thesis project for my major, working on chapter 2, writing some short stories. Amazing. So you're doing both of those two things, working on my dissertation or thesis project for my major, and working on your chapter 2, or is it kind of like related? If it's related, that's really cool. But if not, after working on both, that's really cool too. Great job. Massively productive over there. I reached 4K in this book though. Heck yeah. Great job. I wrote 2 pages of a scene where a character is annoyed with the drama teacher. For some reason, I'm like, oh, my brain stopped at sub, and I didn't read the rest of it. I thought it was one of those like the wolf romances, I don't know. I don't even read them, but like that's where my brain immediately went. The substitute drama teacher, fun. We love an angst with a teacher. Fun, not like a weird angst with teachers, just like drama. I need to stop talking. We love tension with, that's great. That's great. We love. Great job. Oh gosh, I'm so embarrassing. I have to edit. One of the parts where my main characters almost kiss. It's there, but not because there's not emotion. Gotcha. And yeah, oh my gosh, a good almost kiss is just eat it up every time. Eat it up every time. No, it's for my technical writing class, and I have to go back up because my memory is the worst. That's the class you're working, because I asked what class it was, and you said you did not mention it before. Technical writing. Fun. Cool. Technical writing. So like for work, sort of like technical writing. Like, is it the technical side of writing? Oh, I saw something in my sleeve. I guess not. It's in my hair. It's a piece of dust. I threw my sweatshirt on a dusty counter earlier, and I'm still pulling stuff off my. Sorry. I'll go with that or something like that. Right? Oh, hopefully everything's okay. Oh my goodness, watching it for the first time. Sorry. I'm excited to hear how you like it. How far are you? What episode are you on? I'm watching so many K-dramas at once right now. So many. I'm watching The Potato Lab, which I begrudgingly started watching, but it's actually really good. Newtopia. I have one episode left of that. I'm watching. Yay! I'm watching Moon Lovers. That one. I am also watching Undercover High School. Am I only watching 4? There's one more. I know there is. Oh, My Dearest Nemesis. I'm watching 5 K-dramas right now. I have to finish the zombie one because I only have one left of that, and it's really good. I'm sure the ending's going to be interesting, but it's a wild show. Utopia is a wild K-drama. Wild. I've never seen anything like it, ever. It's fun, but not as much fun as writing my book. Yeah, oh, for sure. Hopefully nothing too difficult, though. It was an amazing ending, but it was only book 2 of 3 in a series, so the ending was a massive plot twist, hence the need to recover. But I think it was my favorite book of the year so far. Interesting, great, good. I love to hear it. We love to hear it. Didn't do anything about Tim Bagel. Lovely, great job. You always cancel. There's never any pressure. I also want to send you the. I feel like right now it's probably best because I would feel really bad. I would feel really bad if I had to cancel. So probably not for now, but in the future, if you want to reach out again, maybe like May-ish, because May I should have the book finished and done. So it's related to the same skipping to easy thing on this than doing the research. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Technical documents, grants, instructions, that kind of stuff. Gotcha. I know. I don't even read spicy. I'm not even on, like, it's like that should not have been my go-to. For some reason it was. I think it's just because, like, I don't know. If we're talking about writing, I feel like the likelihood of somebody writing dom sub stuff is like high, somebody popping in and saying that's what they're working on. So I don't know. Judgment-free zone. I don't care. I'm just saying. I feel like that could have been a thing. Someone could have been doing that. I think we had someone before writing. But yeah, my brain just went there. That's so funny. I binged 2 K-dramas in 4 days on Disney Plus. Which ones? Tell me. There's not that many on Disney Plus. There's one shorter one, soundtrack something. But let me know which ones. It's been a long time since I've been run. I wanted to binge Moon Lovers. Like, it came on a streaming platform that I've been waiting for. And so I binged the first 5 episodes, and I didn't realize they're only releasing 5 episodes at a time. And I'm like, why? This drama came out in 2016. Let me binge. But they said no. Rude. But it's been a while since I've had a good binge. And also, I went through pretty fast Undercover High School. Very, very good. I'm waiting on the next episode, but that's a good one. The plot is very fun too, like what is he? NIS? Kind of like a CIA, but not. Goes undercover at a high school pretending to be a student and like to find stuff, but ends up falling for a teacher. Great. We love what we love. And it's not the creepy side of things. Like she doesn't fall for him until she realizes he's an adult. So like we love that when boundaries are clear and well defined. I'm on episode 6, went to bed at 3 a.m. I wanted to start the first Frost episode. Went to bed at 3 a.m. It happens. The good K-dramas, they get you. But episode 6 is fun. I'm excited to hear. Oh, you're going to have to come back and let me know how you feel about the season 1 finale. I'm curious. DM me if you get to it. You explain about something you didn't read. I know. Well, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know why my brain went there. I'm like, I don't read that. It's so funny. I'm watching a Chinese drama on YouTube called Eternal Love of Dream. Interesting. I haven't gotten into the dramas on YouTube yet. There's one that looks really good that has caught my eye a few times, but I just haven't tried it out. But there's a lot of good ones. Oh, you're good. I'm watching Reply 1980. I've heard good things about that one. I've heard really good things about that. I'm not such a big fan of dramas with big casts where it follows a lot of different characters, what is one that did that? Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha kind of did that. It's not like the most engaging for me, but I've heard really good things about it. I've heard it's really good. I wrote a note to myself and simply wrote, reach out to Sarah Sutton for May before it. That's cute. I love it. What book are you releasing next? I'm going to be releasing The Princess and the Frog next. It's coming out in May. I don't know when. I was gunning for May 3rd, and then I realized I don't have a ton of time, so I need to get to it. Get But sometime in May though. I still recommend Crazy Love and May It Please the Court. Oh, I haven't heard of either of those. I love when I don't recognize ones. So those are the ones on Disney Plus, I think. Is that what you said? Was that you? Yes. Okay. I'm doing the same with a work in progress where each chapter I have a song that goes with it, but I can't find the one. That's so funny. I'm doing the same thing. I think I said that before, that I was doing that with classical music. I don't know what I was saying. So I love that you're doing that too. Hopefully you can find one, I feel like playlists for books are so fun. I love hearing like the songs that authors think of when they think of their books, because I feel like everybody has different songs that pop into their head when they're reading a book or working on a different book. So it's so fun to see what other people think of in certain occasions. It's fun. If the first print just ended, I was getting a shower, also murdering a wasp. Planning to read The Perfect Marriage by Geneva Rose and write both a mystery series. Interesting. Great job. I mean, not great job. Wait, you showered and you murdered a wasp. So, but productive intentions, you got this. Rooting for you. I don't watch K-drama, but my husband and I have been watching one of the Star Wars TV shows. Oh, fun. My dad has been binging through all of those. He really likes those. So that's cool. Finally get to see live. I'm going to hear about my binging. Oh, well, I'm so glad you're here. So glad you can make a live. Thank you for popping in. Are you going to be staying with us and working on something for our sprints? Because we're just about to start another one. We go for 25 minutes. I mute myself. I write. People edit. People read. People do housework. But it's just kind of like we use this dedicated time to, work together. But I'm curious if you're saying and you get to work on something too. But thank you for binging the videos. There's another one I liked called Switch of Fate. Fun. You're the sweetest. I'm glad you find them bingeable. I feel like sometimes I'm like, I don't know. I have self-doubt. So I'm glad you like them. I'll be sure to DM you, have you watch when the phone. I have. It's good. I was hooked in the beginning. I feel like I lost a little bit of my interest. And that happens, to be honest. A good K-drama will like grab me, and then I'll just kind of like, especially when they're live releasing and I have to wait in between episodes. I don't know when I felt like, meh. In fact, the ending was not as strong as it should have been, to be honest. It felt very rushed, but it was very good. The beginning was very, very good. I really enjoyed the beginning. My ice machine is struggling. Poor thing. I have in my notebook that I'm doing. I have it in my notebook that I am doing one for my Mailman Characters point of view chapters 2. The playlist. Fun. I just made a new playlist for this book. The songs fit so well. Isn't that just like the best? There's one song from Madison's book that is perfect for Madison's book. It's Who I Am Without You. I don't know who it's. Blue Eyes, I think, but it's spelled weird. It's not spelled like blue. I think it's like BLU with the dot above the U. I don't know what that's called. Is it called Who I Am Without You? Who I Am Without You. Yes, it is perfect for Madison's book. You guys have to go listen to it if you're curious about Madison's book. It's so perfect for the relationship between Madison and Jade. So perfect. And so it's always so fun when you find a book that's just a song that's just like, this is perfect. This is exactly the vibe. Playlists for my books are essential, but I'm always surprised as to what ends up on there because it's not always my taste, but it suits a character or scene. Interesting. I always make mine after the fact. I feel like I don't really make them usually when I'm writing them, but I love that. I love that. That's so funny. Ooh. I'm staying for as long as I can. I'll be working on world building for a series I'm currently planning on writing. Well, best of luck. You got this. Wow. Dots over the U are called. Oh, so is it like umlaut? It's okay. I probably won't ever need to say it again, but it's good to know. But I'll forget it, I'm sure. I don't know. 25 minutes on the clock for our second sprint. Casual hour into the stream. We're only on sprint number 2. It's fine. I'm rooting for you. I'm going to get up and make me a cup of coffee, but you've got this. I'll be back checking with you in 3. Well, it's going to be in 25 minutes, but we're starting in 3, 2, 1. Best luck. You got this. Okay. How do we do? For sprint number 2. That rhymed. How fun. I just have how many adverbs to go through? Where's part wording 8? There it is. 14. Just to check, make sure none I can cancel, cut out. A lot of them I can cut out. A lot of some of them I keep in for you know, I like how they sound. I know people argue about adverbs, but for the ones that I can cut out, I do. But I have 14 more to go through, and then it's time for the next chapter, baby. Still debating if I want to. I think I do want to write the new scene because it breaks up the back-to-back scenes with the love interest. So I think that's what I want to do. Made coffee, drank it. I feel energized. Feel good. Feel great. Anyway, how do we do? I do feel like not jittery, but I feel like I don't know if you can tell. Like I'm moving. I feel like I can't. I do think I'm probably over caffeinated now. Oh well. I feel like I can't sit still. What the heck? 360 words of banter and distress. So great. Love it. Banter and distress. Banter is great. When banter flows, that's nice. So yay for 360 words. It was a nice sprint. I mean, character's brother came back home. Well, good. Glad it was a good sprint for ya. Almost 2 pages edited this time. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Lovely. 45 was eating too. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very important as well. So great. Great job. And yes, we do love banter and distress. We really do. My scene was all about my main character was in an elevator with the love interest. The doors opened to reveal her ex that cheated on her. So we had drama going on, but like it was more so my main character was just shell shocked kind of because like she had just said something what she feels is super stupid to the love interest, but she just said something major to the love interest, and so she was like, and then the major thing to the love interest, then the ex comes in, she's like, oh my gosh. So we had more of a shell shocked sort of like reaction from her. It wasn't really that emotional, but the next scene I think is what I want to have instead of, because before the next chapter was supposed to be her interacting with the love interest again, but however, I think I want to squeeze in a little scene with the ex before she interacts with love interest again, because I just feel like it would be good to get more of him. In draft 2, the ex was barely in the book at all. And I'm like, do I cut him or do I keep him? The editor said keep him, so we're keeping him. We're just making him more of an important role. So, yeah. I do have a note I actually wanted to make for when I go back through and read through to tweak their relationship a little bit more, but it's going well. So, just finished my prologue, 375 words. Almost sobbed my eyes out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We love. Okay, I love that you're that emotionally invested in the prologue. That's amazing to be that emotionally invested. That's great. That's amazing. When it's that quick. So good. Totally late. Hey, you're not that late because we've only done 2 sprints so far. So like you're only it's halfway. It's halfway. So you've got time. We've got 2 more sprints. So you're with us now for those 2. I don't know, but welcome in. Lord. Like a page in the perfect marriage, I might end up finishing the first chapter before the next sprint, or at least during the next one. Oh, okay. Gotcha. This poor girl, I just saw your ex into the mention of the ex. Yeah. And I tweaked it since posting it, so like, of course. But poor thing. Poor thing. Especially should I spoil what the scene, a little bit of the scene? what the scene was before. Just I remember I came up with this scene idea in the last draft that I wrote. So not in the first draft, but in the second draft I came up with the scene. And I remember being giddy about this scene because I'm like the blocking, the scene blocking of it all is just perfect because her and Aaron are having this intense conversation in the elevator because they're stuck in the elevator because like obviously rom-com cliche, which we love. I love cliches. I'll fight someone over cliches. They're stuck in the elevator. So they're having this deep conversation. Aaron's sharing and being vulnerable kind of for the first time with Lovey. And she begins to feel this like overwhelming, like, oh my gosh, I feel like I need to fix his problems. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like I could fix his problems. So she just like blurts out like, essentially she blurts out like, marry me instead of the girl he was gonna marry. And so they're sitting there like, did I just say that? Did I just say marry me? Did I just actually propose to you? And that's when the elevator starts working again, the doors open, and that's when the ex is standing there. So it's like good. You know, I was so giddy about it, like that scene blocking. I'm like, oh, and then as Aaron and the ex speak, the ex is like, who are you? And Aaron's like, I'm Aaron Astor, her fiance, and like she's like, you know, it's just good. It's just good. It also is a cute little like throwback to me, it kind of felt like a little bit of a callback to Love and Other Champagne Problems because Margot was like, well, who are you? And he's like, I'm Aaron Astor. I'm like your fiance. You know, he said that to Margot. And so just kind of felt like a fun little callback up to that for me personally. I don't think anybody else will connect those dots. But it's just fun. But this chapter was the aftermath sort of the ex and her talking. Not the ex and the love interest in her in the elevator, coming out of the elevator. She's like, I'm cursed, you know? So, but anyway, but all that I don't know where I was branching off from that, but I don't know. But yes, poor girl. She's going through it. And she was just coming off of an 8-hour work shift after this. Could you imagine dealing with this after an 8-hour shift? Pass. I would just pass. Sounds like a good drama field scene. Yeah, it was fun. It's one of the ones that as soon as it clicked, I'm like, me personally was like, yes, I love this. Just felt fun. It was told by a male main character's mom. Oh no, I can see the implications of that being sad. Oh. Just print out my edit and my introduction that I did on my iPad. Great. Just listen to Love Story, My Story's theme song. Fun. I like seeing other drafts. That is true. I like seeing the transformations too. And like my thing is for my snippets, like even if it changes a little bit, it's kind of essentially going to be the same. You know what I mean? So it's not like I'm drastically changing it. I just changed some phrasing around, but yeah. Yes. And that's why I love that you're here, Jade. Because I love people who pressure who, you know, well, pressure, but like in a nice way. Like, you know, it's not like it's not peer pressure that I don't want to do. It's peer pressure that I want to do. If I didn't want to do it, I wouldn't have brought it up. So I wanted to share, and I just needed someone to be like, do it, you know? So that way I'm not like oversharing my, you know, I just need someone to be my yes person. It's good for us. I repeat this. I know. This poor thing. She actually has. Her life is so bad. Like it's like one thing after another for her. I feel like consistently she is the one character who like. I honestly, out of all of my characters, I do feel like her life is like kind of the worst. Like she has such a skewed perspective on things and the way she feels like she should be living her life, and it's just so sad. It's so sad. But it's a good thing because like I'm gonna say it, but how pitiful she is, I feel like it also helps Aaron's character a little bit, because what we know of Aaron is he's like a guy who sucks. You know, we admit it. He sucks. So like for him to kind of like be able to, you know, see how crappy her life is, poor thing. But it just kind of helps his character arc along a little bit. But it's, I do feel bad. I think that there's not many characters I've written that I consistently put them through crap. I feel like Margot is probably pretty close. She went through a lot, but poor Lovey, poor Lavisa. Oh, cliches are the best. I have one point in this book where the characters are locked in a library while turning. Oh, locked in a library. I love it. It's right. I don't know. Sometimes something about cliches, like as long as it's like not done in a cheese ball way, and like, you know, more often than not, it's not done in a cheese ball way. Like when it's kind of low key making fun of itself. I don't know, something about cliches just like makes me feel settled in a story. The one cliche that irks me, mostly in K-dramas, I suppose, but it's like when the main character trips and then the love interest catches them. For reference, it happens in What Are Friends For? I'm sure it happens in other books too. It must happen in Christmas as we know it. But I know it happens in What Are Friends For? Remy is walking across the parking lot, slips on ice, and Elijah catches her, and they have like a moment. That one sometimes can get me, especially if the main character trips over nothing. Drives me insane. So it has to have reasons for tripping, but for the most part, I do love me a cliche. But like, we're trained that cliches are bad. We're trained that. Like the word cliche to me, when I say it, feels like a negative word. Like it feels like it shouldn't be a positive thing, but I like cliches. They can be cute. I love callbacks like that. They always make me, same. I love me a callback like that. And I was trying to like incorporate as many as possible, but that one just felt perfect. And I feel like it's not one that people will. I saw your tail wag in the corner of the screen. It's not one people I think will like necessarily pick up on, but it's like one of those like small ones for me. You know, like I have a line in here that's like they're talking about something, and Lovey says it's wasted potential, and Aaron says it's untapped potential, and I'm like, my boy band. You know, that's just the small things that you just kind of like, I don't know. Some people will get that one, but some people won't. A lot of people won't. But I feel a little too comfy saying this, but I did a thing on Tuesday. I got my very first tattoo. It's a hummingbird and a flower. My great grandma's favorite animal is a hummingbird. What do you mean you feel too comfy? That almost sounds like you feel comfy. We are in a comfy. This is a comfy place. We all are comfy here. We all, you know, we're here for it. I love that. Tattoo, fun. Oh, I love that. And you got it to. Is the word commemorate her? Is that right? But you got it to honor her, so that's even sweeter. Oh, I love that. If I was in people, I'd say I don't have time for this on the way home. We could do this. No, same. I would just walk away. I'd be like, "Don't talk to me. Neither one of you. Don't talk to me." Because then it also has like they have like their little back and forth male testosterone moment, and like if I were her, I'd be like, "Okay, goodbye," and I'd just walk away. I'm like, But the chapter ends with her putting her foot in her mouth and hurting Aaron's feelings, which we love. I'm over here loving it. Anything short of bullying, I get that spoiler. Yes. And I love it. I love it. I pick up that. Yay! I'm glad I like that. I'm glad you do. I feel like that's not like that well known. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe more people read Two Kinds of Us than I thought, and Can't Catch Your Breath. But it seems like people start using trope to counteract the negative connotation of cliche. But that's so. You're right. You're true. You're very true. That's so true. I never made that connection that cliche and trope are the same thing. That's funny. That's really funny. I never put that. I never knew that. Yes. Yes, you're true. You're true. If I ever hear/read Untapped Potential, I flashback to reading Two Concepts for the first time, and the moment I realized why they named the band that. My favorite moments. That was good. And I feel like I say that objectively because I genuinely don't remember writing it. You know, like I feel like those books are so far past in my brain that I'm like, I don't remember writing that. So when I reread it and I remember, I remembered where the name came from. I'm like, oh, that's so good. That's so nice. It's really nice. Really nice. The fun thing is too, Untapped Potential also gets a little bit of a mention in what's her name? Madison's book. So it's coming back. They're one that I don't want to let go. You know, I don't want to let go of them. I just love them. But they're kind of I think they're bigger in Madison's book because she won tickets to see them. So that's a spoiler for that one for you. Two Kinds of Us is criminally underrated. I agree. I agree. That one just did not do well. It never really picked up. I don't know if it's because it's at the end of a series, but I swear it's good. But that one's, I think, one of my only books that is at a solid 4 stars on Amazon because everything else is like 4.5 filled in. But Two Kinds of Us is a solid 4, and I'm like, dang, I liked that one. Oh, I put that one. It has meaning behind it, and I've been planning to get tattoos since I was 17. I was in the 11th grade, junior year of high school. Well, that's amazing. That's amazing. Oh, I love that. I haven't pulled the tattoo trigger. I don't know if I will. Tattoos scare me. Commitment scares me. But, you know, I love that. I love tattoos. They're beautiful. Ugh. I need to wash my hair tonight. No one let me forget, okay? You guys won't. I'm so glad you guys liked it. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Oh, that's nice to hear. I have an obsession with bringing old characters into all my new series. It's so fun to connect with the books. So fun. So fun. And I think they're in the same location. Like the Most Likely to book series takes place in what is this? What is this? There's something in the corner of my screen that I don't know what that is. It's not moving. Weird. Sorry. I don't know what I was saying. Shoot. Oh, I think they take place in the same location, like area-wise, but I can't remember for sure. But it's fun. It is fun to just like pull Easter eggs and like leave them where you can and see people pick them up. I wish I could remember some of the other ones I've done Easter egg wise, but Untapped Potential is a fave to bring back up because it just feels like an easy one to work in. It's music. Someone's listening to music, it's Untapped Potential. You know what I mean? So bum 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 bum. Two Kinds of Us is my favorite, and Love in Fenton County. Can't Catch Your Breath was my favorite, but Two Kinds of Us was number 2 for me in that series. Love it. Love it. I don't know. It's just fun. It's fun. Especially fun now after I published Marco's book. Like, that's fun too. That I don't know. She came from that. But we love. I live in Japan now, so I have an excuse not to. Hot springs don't allow them because of wild, but it's really just the commitment. Gosh, oh god. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Interesting. The more you know. Huh, because of gangs. They don't allow them because of gangs. There's a lot of things about Japan that I'm learning that I didn't know. Like, some medication you can't take into Japan. I saw someone on TikTok post about they couldn't take their ADHD medicine, their depression, antidepressants, something that they couldn't bring into Japan. And I'm like, wow, I didn't know that. The more you know. There you go. Commitment scares me too. Okay. I know. Well, and like I was going so back and forth on getting like my ears pierced for my birthday because I don't necessarily have a specific placement that I want, but like I love the idea of like just jewelry on your ears, you know, like more than just because I have 2 holes pierced. But I like the idea of like jewelry, you know, cuffs, that sort of thing. So I was going back and forth, like, oh, I should get a piercing, but I'm like, I don't know where I want to get it. I don't know what I want to get. And then I'm like, it can take up to 4 years for one to heal. I'm like, I don't know if I can commit to an open wound in my ear. I'm struggling. And so I just bought fake ones off Amazon. So that's me in commitment. Hang on, my comments jumped. We were talking about Two Kinds of Us, I think. So if you're interested, scroll back and watch and listen, I suppose. I meant to say Two Kinds of Us was one of my favorites. I feel like I assumed after you said that Can't Catch Your Breath was your favorite. I'm so honored. I'm so honored. Can't Catch Your Breath was my favorite too. I love Daddy's Dog. Oh, she was good. That was a fun one. That was a fun one. That series was fun in the sort of like, I felt like I was still discovering like the how-tos behind self-publishing and different like marketing strategies and things like that. I was just feeling like excited. And I'm still excited. But it was just different, you know. I don't know. I did have an author. I did have an author reach out to me saying like that they didn't like my title, that my title like wasn't good or something like that. And I remember being like, okay, thank you. I'll take that into consideration. But I'm like, I already released the title. It's already on Amazon. It's on for pre-order. Like I've been promoting that title, and I don't know. I can't remember why they reached out and said it wasn't a good title, but they did. I remember it like just like dropping like a weight on my chest. Like my stomach just dropped. I'm like, it's a bad title. It's a bad. Man, I don't remember what it was. Oh, but it was something. So that's funny. That I forgot all about that. It was a big author too. Big author in the space. So like when they said that, I was like, I don't think we had really ever talked before. Huh. I can't remember why either. Shoot. But I guess I blocked it out. You can bring certain meds if you have a form and sign doc notes, but it is a process. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, and I think that the person on, hang on, my hair is bothering me. Just pull it behind my ear. I think the person on TikTok didn't know anything about that, and when they tried to, or they had just recently found out that they couldn't, and they didn't have enough time to get it, you know, get their meds checked. Which, when you're traveling to a country, you should probably do some good research to make sure you're gonna not be able to take your medication. But anyway, so remember, we'll get into the third sprint really quick. Oh, I forgot that's what we were doing. I'm sorry. When I get to the bottom of the comments, we'll start the third one. I still remember the day I read Two Kinds of Us. I'm so honored. Oh, that's a fun one. And it's the only one, I feel like we talked about this before, but it's the only one where my characters like get together in the first act or first half. Anyway, either way. First half, that's the like otherwise, I feel like all my characters, they don't end up together. Like they don't start dating until after their third act climax, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. Everybody has a falling out. Usually it involves a kiss. Oh, my love. I got my ears pierced as a kid, got one wrist tattoo when I was 18 and one when I was 19, gave me a third on April this year. Fun. Oh, I love that for you guys. I was so close to getting One Direction tattoo last year. I'm so terrified of the commitment too. Same with piercings. Like, what if I regret in 5 years? Yeah. Just with piercings too. Like, I don't know. Also, Claire, I meant to ask you, have you listened to it's a One Direction mashup. I don't remember who it's by. Joseph James. Have you listened to that? I listened to it a while ago before, like years ago, and it's so good. And I feel like it'd be right up your alley. It's a One Direction mashup by Joseph James. If you haven't listened to it, look it up. Right up your alley. Some cough syrups are banned in Japan because of injury. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know anything. I don't know much about Japan at all, but that's interesting. Two Kinds of Us and fake data full player of Easter eggs. Having Easter eggs together, so cute. Fun. I just love to interject it. It's just fun. There's great cough syrups here that I'm really sipping when I'm not pressed. That's good. That's good. Well, they would have to have a really good really good product to replace. So that makes sense. Total sense. Do they think it was too similar to? I genuinely can't remember. It was something. It was. Gosh, I can't remember. But it was something they didn't think it was a good, like, it wasn't appropriate. It was something that they were claiming to come from a place of, I'm trying to look out for you. Gosh. My brain deleted that, except for I can remember exactly how I felt reading that message. Can't remember anything about what the message was, like the wording, but I can remember exactly how I felt. I felt like, isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Yeah. And I did not. But it was just and it was, like I said, it was a big author, a really big author, way bigger. I mean, I'm not big, but I mean, I thought they were huge, like an author that I would never have spoken to. That when they followed me, I was like, "Why are you following me?" So I was just, I don't know. I know I deleted it, or it's just so far buried because it's been years. But I like the traditional herbal cough medicine. Good that you have something you like. I wonder who they are. I know you can't say it. I'm sure she's a very sweet person. She seems very, very sweet, very sweet. It was just one of those things that was like, I never would do that. Never. Even if I thought something was inappropriate, I'd be like, not my business, not my circus, not my monkeys. When I figured out that he robbed the gas station, fun. And I loved tying that back into, like, What Are Friends For. That felt like the perfect way to close out the Love and Fenton County series. But yeah, so good. I was so confused that they were together so early in the book until I kept reading. I was like, this is actually I'm so honored. Okay, I had just played it. Hang on. When I searched One Direction, Joseph James, it is this one. You can see One Direction, the complete mega mix. It's very good. But I remember listening to it years ago. How old is it? 4 years old. I remember listening to it years ago. But then it just popped up on my rotation last night, the night before, and I'm like, it hurts so much more now. My brain also deletes uncomfy experience, and I'd auto delete that one straight to, yeah. I think that's what happened. I just remember being, like, so upset, like going to my mom being like, what do I do? Like, she told me to change my title, but, like, it's already locked in. And we were just like, you know what? We'll keep it. And the funny thing is, like, why would someone say that? I cannot remember why. I don't know. All the stickers are random from 2 kinds of us. Oh my gosh. I love that. I love that so much. And we really need to get started. Let me go fast to these last ones. As baby I'll to myself, I'd be terrified. And she can be sweet, but recognizing the power dynamic channel sizes. Well, and it wasn't a channel, it was an author on Instagram. She was just an Instagram, like a very big young adult romance author on Instagram. And I'm just like, So it was so bizarre. And like I said, I don't think we'd ever spoken before that. But exactly. And, like, I don't know. I understand being concerned for someone, but you also kind of have to look at it from a perspective, like, can she change her title? Do you know what I mean? Like, probably not. Because actually, I think at that point, it happened around Christmas, and Can't Catch My Breath was supposed to release in a month at the end of January. Because I remember thinking I didn't have any time. Like, I had no time. The paperback pre-order was live at that point because I used to do paperback pre-orders back then. But yes. What is the Easter? Elijah's brother also was a part of the gas station robbery thing. You should see my face when I realize they're connected. I do love that bookends for the series. Exactly. And that's kind of how I feel like with the Most Likely To series. With when we have Madison's book, it's going to bookend perfectly. Madison's book is going to go back to Maisie's book and incorporate Maisie in the end, and it's just going to be good. I feel like how many people take care of you lovers here. Yeah, and I love that. I listed names in my head now that I'm wondering if it was them. I can't think of anyone who actually mentioned. Oh, I wouldn't have thought any. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure it was just one of those one-off things. I can't imagine. I don't know, but I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. I probably shouldn't have even said it, but anyway, let's start our third sprint. 25 minutes. It's all ready and loaded for us. I love that. What am I doing? Adverbs. I'm gonna finish my adverbs and then we're moving on to the next chapter. Heck yeah. Let's get started. Well, you guys have got this. In 3, 2, 1. Best of luck. I'm so sorry. I talked a lot. So sorry. Best of luck. Ah. All right. How do we do for sprint number 3? Doesn't rhyme. It's not as cool sounding, but how do we do? 200 words are on my page. So, yay. I have, how many words is this? 45 left to go through. No, 82 left to go through until I have to fully start my new scene. Like, from drafting, from scratch. Before I have to draft the chapter from scratch. So, lovely. And I probably should give a little bit more of a cushion before we immediately introduce the X onto the page. So, I've got to brainstorm. What that's going to be. I don't know. But my butt is starting to hurt in this chair. I feel like I haven't moved in a while. We had some friends hop off. Hopefully, they're probably gone, but hopefully they have a great rest of their night. Lena finally made it in to her draw on Saturdays. Well, we're glad you're here. I might change it off of Saturdays, to be honest, now that the weather's getting nicer. If I change it off of Saturdays, maybe I can start manifesting. I have a reason to go out Saturday night. Because now if somebody invited me out Saturday night, I couldn't go. So maybe if we move it, maybe that's when something will happen. Or not, I don't know. But either way, welcome in. I did nothing. It's okay. There's always one of those sprints. It's a nothing sprint. I feel like that one was kind of nothing. I did 213 words. I responded to an email. Checked my Instagram. I didn't open TikTok. I'm proud of myself. Did I glitch for anybody else? Pat myself on the back. Joined you there at the 9-minute mark. I switched to my fantasy novel and got to 255 words. Awesome. Glad you joined there at the 9-minute mark. Awesome. Read around 2.5 chapters. Amazing. My mother is making bacon. I can smell it. And it smells very good. That's all I can think about. I don't know why I said it on your comment, but apparently, Gracie, I needed to tell you specifically. I almost finished my chapter. Amazing. Do you think you're going to finish it for the last sprint? Gracie, I really hope that you're not vegetarian. Because how bad would that be? The one person whose comment I say it on would be a vegetarian. Are you vegetarian, Gracie? If you are, I have a kind of like an inkling that I knew that, but if you're not, then I think I'm just making it up in my brain. Oh no. Now I'm stressed. I was on Pinterest finding inspo pics. That's fun. I get sucked into the Pinterest rabbit hole very often. 374. Awesome, Jade. Great job. College. Hopefully it's nothing too hard though. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. Hopefully it's going okay. Hopefully it's smooth. Started a new chapter. Amazing. Great job. Hang on. Oh my gosh. Checked in the writer friend during the sprint and also renumbering chapter headers in an export because Scrivener messed up somehow. I obviously messed up. I didn't catch it until now. Well, great job renumbering some chapter headers. Great job. 469. Epic. You guys did great that sprint. Wow. Currently on any of my new mystery romance and struggling to figure out a character's backstory. Backstory can be so hard. I'm hoping that this last sprint, it kind of just comes to you. Like, it's just like, boop. Oh, that's it. We're going to manifest that. If it's something small, manifesting it for you. I'll definitely finish it. Yay! Oh, yay. Okay, perfect. Oh, thank God. Thank God. For some reason, but then I started stressing. And then when I stress, my anxiety gets out of control so easily, so fast. So I'm so glad you're not a vegetarian because, we're all cool with the vegetarians over here. But like, how awkward would that have been if on your comment I'm talking about bacon? Oh my gosh, you mentioned going out. Made me wonder if you had anyone special, like a boyfriend or potential. I don't know if that's super, so it's okay if you don't. I do not have potential. I do not. No. I have the dating apps still. But we do not go on dates. I haven't gone on a date since 2023. Since the last boy I went on a date with, was the guy that I had my first kiss with. So like, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. So, but I'm saying, like, what if the reason why I'm not going out on dates because I have my Saturday nights booked? You know, what if the universe is like, oh, we can't give Sarah any dates. She's got her Saturday nights booked. So, what if that means I need to just move the streams to a different day? And then the universe is gonna be like, oh, Sarah's free Saturday night. Let's give her this prospect, you know? That's my thinking. I don't know. I still have the dating apps, but like I need to delete them. I haven't talked to a single person. Last person I talked to asked me to come over to his apartment to watch movies. Because he is open for anything. And I'm like, I felt so bait and switched with this man because I'm scrolling through his photos. He's cute. And like, not to be a bitch, but like the cute ones are few and far between, okay, around here. A lot of people around here, they don't know the concept of a shower or hygiene, okay? So this guy is cute. You know, so I'm scrolling, get to the bottom of his profile. This man is posing in front of a Twice poster. For those of you who don't know who Twice is, they are a K-pop girl group. And I'm like, K-pop alert, Twice, K-pop alert, you know? So I'm like, oh my gosh, I love your Twice poster. Like, you know, like, because, hello. He goes, yeah, I don't listen to them. It was a gift from a friend. I'm like, so take it down. Don't use it in your promo. So I felt very much so bait and switched. So it's fine. But that was the last man I talked to. That was the only one I talked to on a dating app. I feel like actually in months. I don't talk to men. Men are so. Listen, someone needs to give them flirting 101 tips because like one guy, get this, and I won't harp on this long. This is the last story I got actually. They send likes, and like this one guy, he sent a like, and I can't remember the lead up of his thing. Or maybe it's like, I only make bad decisions, but choosing you would be the one good decision I made in a long time. And I told this to my dad, and he's like, "Oh, that's really sweet." I'm like, "Sweet? Sweet?" I told it to my mom. My mom got it. If you don't get it, it's okay. But the reason why that's not sweet is because this man is openly admitting he makes bad choices, you know? He's willingly admitting, yeah, I make bad choices, but you're the first good one I make in a while. I'm a stranger, sir. Pickup lines don't work on me. Because that's what it is. It's supposed to be a pickup line. But I look at it a lot. I look at it realistic, like literally. I'm like, you're openly telling me you make bad choices. Why would I choose you? And I'm a stranger. I could be a psycho. I could be like a girl who's going to come in and wreck your life. You call that a good choice? I don't. I call that stupidity. So they're just so dumb. They're so dumb. And I get like, but then most of them, they don't say anything. They don't make, they just say, they just liked your photo. Most of them don't send words. But it's just like, oh my gosh, you guys don't know how this works, do you? Someone, I forgot about this. Like a few months ago, I lived here, but so not too long ago. He sent, I'll show you the picture I got. You know, it's not a flattering picture, but like you all need to have like a low key, like not ugly, but you know, like a more casual, fun side of yourself on a dating profile, so you're not all like, you know. So so I have a picture that's like my picture that like if somebody likes this picture, I'm like, I like you. You got a good choice. You know, it's good. So like, you know, like it's not my best picture, I wouldn't say. So like when somebody likes this picture, I'm like, okay, I respect you a little bit more. This man, I'll show you. This man, this picture, you know, it's not gonna focus, but you get the gist. Boobies are kind of out, but like my face is kind of scrunched, you know. I just look Not my best. You know, it's not the best like angle for me, how I'm slouched over. It's not the best. This man, he goes, "You look like you have one of those cute/ugly laughs." Pardon? Pardon? Cute/ugly laughs? I mean, I do, but shut up. You know? Shut up. like, and I'm like, did you think that would work? Like, I don't know why men think negging is gonna get it for them. Like, when has it worked? Has it ever worked? I don't know. But like, not with me. Doesn't work with me. But and then the problem is when I see like when a guy gives me like an actual good gives me an actual good like kind of pickup line, I'm also like, who did you send this to? Who else did you send this to? Because like one guy, I think it was something like this is a picture I'd put in a locket when I went off to war. When I would go if I had to go off to war, something like that. I'm like, that's a good one. But then I'm like, who else did you send it to? I'm not built for the dating apps, but I have them. Don't know why. It's because I know if I delete it, I'll romanticize what it would be like. You know what I mean? If I deleted it, I'm like, oh man, I should go on Hinge. No, dude, you shouldn't. So I keep it as a reminder. Don't do it. Or it's not good. Oh my gosh, I've been rambling for so long. I'm so sorry. 244 words. Started my first chapter, my female main character's point of view. Gathered some inspo for this chapter. It has a Jane Austen mention. Fun. Great job with 244. Even though nobody asked. I asked. You just read my mind. That's all. Brendan Ray works in the library with her grandpa. Fun. Well, then I'm like, I love me, vegetarians. I love you guys. I'm like, and it came out wrong. And I'm like, oh, wait, we do love the vegetarians. We love the vegans. And we love anything that it makes you happy. As long as it, you know, I need to stop. You know, like there's no reason I needed to go that far. The dating apps, yes. We'll see. It's never going to happen. That's why when I saw the guy with the twice poster, I'm like, oh, maybe this is fate. Maybe this is the man that I meet. I also cannot go out in public anymore because we went to Frankenmuth and we went into this, like, you know, bakery, I don't know, thing. There was a cute guy at the counter. The longer I'm looking at him, I'm like, how old are you? You know? And so now I'm like, okay, I can't go out. I can't look at guys in public. And I never really do. I never like look at people in public because like social anxiety. But I'm like, I can't meet guys in public anymore because if I don't have their age in front of me, I didn't know I had that open still. Whoops. If I don't have their age in front of me, like, how old are you? Are you 30? Are you 20? I can't tell. I'm bad with ages. Is anybody else bad with ages? And like, what if you start talking to a guy and you think he's 30 and he's actually 20? Horrifying. Oh gosh. Oh, that's funny. I found the wildest, least sexy movie I could, like Nacho Libre, dude. Where's my car? Mood extinguished. Troll activated. Shoot, what was this about? Oh, the movie coming over because he's down for anything. And I was like, I too would put on something stupid. I'd be like, yeah, and then sit far apart. Sit if he came over, like he would never come over to my house. We would never do that. No, red flag. But if he did, he'd sit on the couch. I'd sit in this chair. No room for him. No. But I was like, you're down for anything? And he's like, yeah, with a winky face. And I'm like, well, thank you for being honest. Not really what I'm into. No, I'm not what I'm looking for. But it was nice chatting with you. You know, he backpedaled so hard. He's like, well, actually, I'm just looking for friends and really people to go to coffee shops with. And I'm like, that's not what you just said, though. That's not what you just said. So it's even more of a red flag. Like, you're not going to stick to your word. You're going to lie. I'm so bad. I'm so like, what's that word when you're pessimistic about love? Just pessimistic. Sit here for hours to hear stories. I mean, it's fun. I don't got many, but the ones I got, they're kind of fun. Yeah, they're rough. They're not fun. Haven't had a single good experience. Mine haven't been bad. Like, I think I've gone on a handful of dates. The last guy I went on a date with, the guy who was my first kiss, he was really nice. He just did a few things that I'm like, have I ever talked about him? A few things that kind of just made me go, that's weird. Like, when we were driving home, instead of taking the highway home to my house, he took a back road home to my house. And it wasn't weird because that was the way I had led him to my house, like the time prior we had a date. He took the back way home to my house, and he stopped on the back road, off to the side of the road, reached around in the back seat, pulled out a water bottle, and he's like, "Are you thirsty? Like, do you want a drink?" And I'm like, "No, thanks." Like, nonchalant. "No, thank you." Like, I'm not thirsty. And I don't remember if he drank it or not. You know what I mean? That's a big indicator if he drank it or not, because if not, if he didn't drink it, was it spiked? But like after he dropped me off and he kissed me, and he's a not great kisser, but it's okay. It's fine. That I started thinking like, that was weird. Him just pulling off the side of the road randomly, offering me a bottle of water from his back seat. Like, was it spiked? So like there's a few things that were like, strange, but he was very sweet man otherwise. That's why I don't think he would have done that, but like, it's always ones you never expect it. You gotta be careful anyway. But so he was nice. I don't think I've ever been on a bad date, but I'm so sorry, I'm rambling so bad. Yeah, mom gets it. Dad went over Dad's head. Dad's like, man, that was so sweet. No, dude, no. Yes, okay, I'm so far back. I'm 7 minutes behind. Oh no. But yes, my pictures, granted, my pictures are bad because like I'm just using my author pictures, the pictures I take with my backdrops and stuff. I have no casual pictures because I had no friends who take pictures because I have no friends. So one day we'll get good pictures, but we don't have them right now. We gotta wade through the bad ones, find the good ones. That's all. You're sweet. Very nice. You look playful, but not come hither. Exactly. Playful. Right. There's a little bit of cleavage, but it's not like boob city, And I don't know. It feels like it was just the perfect picture. It's a perfect gauge picture, Like I also have a picture that's, this is the good gauge pictures. It's not my best picture on there, so if someone likes it, I'm like, okay, interesting. I'll give you a chance, fighting chance. Sorry, now I'm gonna go a little bit quicker because, we need to get to the last run. It's not. I don't know why the man thought it would be so rude, so rude. But I mean, I do have like a wheeze laugh. And if I laugh hard, I can't speak. And I try to speak and I can't speak. But like, it's not ugly and it's not loud either. It's not like, one of those laughs. It's like, I don't know. He didn't know what he was talking about. Maybe we're talking coffee. Maybe. I don't know. That's so sad if it does. I hope it never works. Hopefully people see right through that. If a guy ever insulted me, like to my face, I think I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do. I know. Makes no sense. His another red flag of his. He makes no sense. No way that drinks. You're sweet. I don't know if I've ever like hardcore laughed. Have I? I'm sure I have. At some point. I wouldn't trust online dating, even though my best friend's been on a sex program a month ago. I just have to have a valid reason to online date or be on dating apps. I get you. You have to really vet who you talk to and meet up. Like the guy that the last guy I went out with, we had talked for 2 weeks. And I felt like I really was comfortable with meeting up. And honestly, the first 2 times we met up separately. The second time he drove me home so we could drive to somewhere else. And then the third time he picked me up. Oh, the third time he picked me up, and it was my release day. It was Fake Dating Football Players release day, and he brought me flowers. And they're like expensive, fancy flowers. Like when you go to a florist to buy flowers, it had a nice vase. He was very sweet. I was just very like not ready to be dating back then. So like any sort of like physical contact, like hand holding, when he tried to hold my hand, I'm like, okay, awkward. I was just not down to not in the right headspace. But I'm here for this hair. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Okay, as long as it's not like, oh my gosh, get to the sprints, bitch. Woo. Woo. It's so hard. It's so hard. Like, I can't tell. Like, and the thing is, I was like, oh, he's cute. And I'm like, is he? Oh my gosh. This was years ago. It was, I don't know, years ago. I was maybe 21. I think I was 21. I think it was the first year I could drink because I went to my friend's party and she invited all her boyfriend, like her boyfriend invited all of his friends. And he was 23, mind you, 23. And so I come to this party and there's this cute guy at this party. I'm like, oh my gosh, he's cute. To my best friend, I was like, oh my gosh, he's cute. And she kept poking, like this friend, we're not friends anymore, but she would have got up to him and she's like, Sarah wants to kiss you. And I'm like, good Lord. Subtlety is not your strong suit. Wasn't. It was very embarrassing. But at the end of the night, she's like, yada yada, his graduation party. And I'm like, pause. His graduation party? I'm like, how old is he? And she's like, he's 18. I'm like, hello? You could have told me this earlier, because I would not have been into this man had I known he was 18. But I'm like, it is not okay. I'm like, why is an 18-year-old at this party where we're drinking? I'm like, I thought he was 21 because we were all drinking. I was pressed. And so that's why I'm like, you know what? Maybe I can't judge ages, because this man didn't look 18. He looked 21. He was drinking with everybody. So long story short, definitely did not kiss him. Definitely he was put in the little child category at that moment in time. Gross. But like, I swear, like I cannot judge people's ages at all. Also, like, why is a 23-year-old hanging out with an 18-year-old? There's a reason we're no longer. That's a whole other story. I'm getting into the gossip tonight. I told you the third cup of coffee was a bad idea. Okay, we're moving on. Some people naturally look younger, but too many people get fillers even though they have no need for it. It's so hard to tell. I was actually down for this. Yes, exactly. That's what it would have been. That's what it would have been. I've had okay dates with no spark. The first few sparks with guys who turned out to be toxic, and then one got my first date. It was such a red flag. I wonder I ever continued. I've heard that sparks sometimes are like a not great thing. Isn't that strange? Like on TikTok, people people had a lot of things, but like I've heard that sometimes sparks and butterflies is kind of like a negative reaction. Like, it's your body being like, like, this is not a good man. So sometimes like no butterflies or no sparks can be a good thing. And that's why I'm like, because like the guy I had my first kiss with, he didn't quite give me like the kind of butterflies feeling, but I'm like, maybe he wasn't supposed to. That's a fine line, because like some people would say yes, you're supposed to feel butterflies. Some people would be like, no, butterflies are a sign that something's wrong. I'm like, because butterflies it's like the anxiety. You shouldn't feel anxious with somebody. I don't know. It's a very strange thing. Anyway. Yes. I did. I know I've mentioned it. But yeah, August 2023, on the day my book released, I had my first kiss, and it wasn't very good. It was a peck, really. So, peck good night at my doorstep. And then like the thing is too, I'm like, was he thinking he was gonna come in? I always second guess things. What mature Sarah should have done back then was be like, hey, what are you looking for? You're looking for physical stuff? Because I'm not, because I was assuming he was. And it's like, that's not, you can't assume. You gotta be open. Clear communication, people. Be adults. When you're going on dates, communicate. It's my PSA. Okay, we're almost to the bottom. Okay, cool. I feel bad, but we'll get to it. Is that about the water bottle thing? I think so. It was sus. There was a few things that I'm like, sus. But then I'm like, is it sus or am I just overthinking it? Who knows? Like he could have. I genuinely cannot remember if he drank the water or not. But I do remember we went on a date before and he had a water bottle in his bag and he pulled it out and he drank it because he carried a bag with him. He was so cute. He was a nerd. He was a huge nerd. So that's another thing. I'm like, I can't see you doing this. You're a nerd. And it was strange, but I don't know. I hope he's doing well. I hope life is treating him well. 2 or so live streams ago, I ranted about being stuck on my outline and not been able to move past the outline. My manuscript is currently stuck at 5K. Epic! Yay! Great job. Yay for getting unstuck, because that's the worst. But yay for getting unstuck. Yay for being at 5K. Amazing. Nice with sus. Now I don't know what this is about because I don't remember which part this would have come in at, but yeah. Why is I know. And so it's like, yeah, sue me for thinking this man was a man and not a child who just graduated high school. Yeah, it was a strange thing. Yeah. I don't associate with those people anymore. But woo. That's why I was actually so mad. I'm like, why didn't you say that earlier? Because early on in the night, the guy, I don't know if anyone remembers, the guy who actually read my book and reached out and was like, hey, I read your book and I liked it. Like when he read Love and Other Champagne Problems, he had been there that night, also drinking. And I'm like, I had asked him how old he was. No, he wasn't drinking because I asked him how old he was. But he was there. So around alcohol, so not great. And I remember he said he was like 18. I was like, oh my gosh, you're such a baby. And nobody thought to say, hey, Sarah, the other guy's 18 too. And then that poor kid, he was so embarrassed. I called him a baby. I'm like, ooh, it probably hit his ego. His reaction though made me think I'd rather be home. Exactly. And that's the thing too. If you're somebody who's fully comfortable either way, it's much probably easier and better to be at home with yourself and your dog. That's me. That's how I feel. Like I feel, I don't know if this isn't, I get you. Really channeling Gemma all the way. I don't know what this is about. I don't know what this was too. I don't know which part, but I love that. I'd be surprised to talk to someone on a dating app wasn't of age to drink. My boyfriend is turning 19 this year. I'll be 21. And they've been clicking. You haven't been clicking. Oh. Oh no. If you're not seeing the adults, it's baby. Yeah. People, those people were crazy. They were crazy. I hope they're doing well and have matured, but Lord have mercy. That's the thing. I was talking to my mom. Oh my gosh, we gotta get to our sprint. I'm so sorry. Our last sprint. But I was talking to my mom the other day, and I'm like, honestly, I would rather not have friends than be around people who like, are kind of like not really that, and just not nice. Be around nice people or be good on your own. I don't need to be around mean people. So, all that to say, moving into our last sprint. I think I rambled easily for a half hour. I think so. Your first one. Oh, did I say you're back with a bad boy? I meant fake dating football player. My bad. That's what I meant. That one. The fake dating one. That's what I meant. So I'm sorry. My bad. I misspoke. It was in August. But anyway, okay, guys, we got this. Last sprint. I'm so sorry for those of you who've been waiting patiently. Oh my goodness. If this stream goes unlisted and you cannot find it anymore, just because I'm embarrassed by how much I've rambled. 25 minutes on the clock. Let's see where we end up. I'm going to try and finish. Or not. We ain't finishing this, but get into my drafting. So we got this. 3, 2, 1. Best luck. I'm rooting for you. Let's do this thing. Okay, how did we do for that last one? Please don't ask me how I did. Please don't. Listen, I had all intentions of being really productive that sprint, and then I got a Twitter notification that the restreaming of Stray Kids fan meeting is happening tonight. Didn't know that. So, and now I'm watching it. So, yeah, unfortunately. So, how'd you guys do? How'd you do? I did nothing. Finished up my chapter and switched to reading. Amazing for finishing up your chapter. Heck yeah, you did it. Listen to an audiobook. Awesome. Great job. Hopefully it was a good one. You see my eyes starting over there. I'm not looking at anything in particular. No. Timer scared me. I was deep in that scene. I was running. Oh, well, that's a good thing you were sucked in. That's really good. I'm so sorry. I won't look. I actually finished that character's backstory I was previously struggling with. I don't know why I was trying so hard though. Kind of killing it off. Well, see, yay that you finished it. Yay. Sometimes some characters, even if they're gonna get killed off, they just need a little bit more love. This was that one for you. So, yay for finishing. We're a little but not a lot. Nice. Hit 1K my manuscript. It's small, but I'll take it. That's great. 1K is amazing. 1K is great, friend. Great job. Did my language lesson of the day. Lovely. Great job. I think this is correct. Congrats to everybody. Yes, you guys did so well. Frustrating writing session. I know plot-wise I need what I need to do, and it's to get to the next destination in the real time for dawdling, but I also need to add Penny. Oh, and that's hard because it's kind of almost, it's contradictory in a way, but it's not. It's really hard to execute. So I feel you. Oh, I'm sorry. That's frustrating. Not fun. Wrote 920 words. The scene is just chef's kiss. Well, good. We love chef's kiss scenes. Good. Roughly 600. Amazing. Great job. It's okay. We didn't do a lot. There's Patreon stream tomorrow. Exactly. There's Patreon stream tomorrow. For those of you who are on Patreon, it's open to all of my tiers. So if you want to join for some writing sprints, we do, I think, 2 extra ones a month. So yes, if you need a little bit more, I don't know, time, writing time. Miss the banter and I gotta do something. Yeah, the banter's fun. The banter flows. But then, when you actually have to, think about the hard stuff, it's like, no, thank you. I want to go back to the banter. Please. I feel you. Ugh. Hopefully, though, friend, it kind of flows well if you keep going. But if you take a break and can pick it back up later, hopefully, if you do that, it feels easier later. But yeah, I wish we could have times in stream where we read specific work because our seniors. The problem is it would just become too much too fast. If everybody was sharing scenes, unless I just didn't click on them all, because it would just be too much for me. You know what I mean? It would be nice, but unfortunately, it would just be a little bit too much. But banter is so fun. I miss banter in the battle scene. Yeah, banter's not really meant for it's not really present a lot in battle scenes. So that's funny. I will let you guys go here. I'll have to let you guys go here. Thank you for joining me tonight for another writing sprint stream. I think we have one more Saturday this month. So we have that to look forward to next Saturday. Hopefully you do well in the week till I see you next, unless you're coming to the Patreon stream tomorrow. Then I would love to check in with you guys tomorrow. But yeah, I will let you guys go here. Thank you for joining me. Have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, or night. Bye.